I told him I don't like taking supplements for vitamin D and vitamin B, all these things.
Yeah.
And ever since, that sunning lessons that I've seen yours in the yoga and science,
Yeah.
I've been spending at least whenever the sun is out, whenever I have chance, 1.5 hours, 2 hours. Actually, these days it's winter, so I just do my Sakti Chalana, Surya Kriya, whatever in the sun itself. So it's not very, intense, so I can manage for 2 hours, 3 hours. And this I would like to tell everyone that if you are feeling any weakness in your body, please go spend time in the sun. It is incredible, incredible. The morning suns are incredible. It just strengthens your body in the next level. And also maybe because of the Pranic Lifestyle that I'm following, you wouldn't believe it. No, my B12 was too high.
Too high. Okay.
Too high.
You can share it with some of these people.
805.
Okay.
The doctor asked me if I'm taking any supplements, just leave it. But I wasn't. I would just beat course every day. That's been for last 3 months. And not just beat course, it has, because it was summer, I was having ganji bath every single day.
Yeah.
Because it was a good breakfast,
Yeah.
Good breakfast I couldn't ignore. And I also got a mud pot. So I used to put the entire rice in there. I also did, not just the rice, but with millets as well. Fermented millets and fermented ragi as well. So yeah, the B12 was really, really high. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. 805, I still remember. 805.
You're like, I don't know what to say, but we've had any number of people benefit from Pranic Lifestyle, but you give your feedback is like properly like, this is it. This is exactly what we wanted to hear.
Yes, and I mean, I struggled so much. I told you, right? I struggled. So even if you want me to go on, from 2019, when Sadhguru initiated me, 2019, July 30, when this is the day when Sadhguru initiated me in Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya here in Melbourne. Ever 3 months before that, because I was so hungry for maybe the spiritual process, I started doing Isha Kriya. After that, I was a heavy meat eater. I just left it, like I've said. And that took a toll on my body. And also the doctor said this to me, that because I was a heavy meat eater back then and I've suddenly left it, the animal quality was very dominant. So whatever I was experiencing, I was, venting out in anger, all these things, or probably the karmic imprint was getting expressed in the meat eating itself. I wasn't feeling anything. Suddenly, the moment I stopped meat eating, what happened is, it is not a gut bacteria. Forget about it. It is about your karmic imprint trying to find expression in 1,000 different ways now. So it just hit me. And after that, and now I tried 1,000 different things, 2019, 2025, right? I found you. Yeah. Before that, I found one Anna who helped me a lot, auto yoga teacher. But the problem is I got into protein powder, which I don't want to do. So eventually I left that route. Now one thing has gotten to me is I just need to eat good food, good amount of food, good carb, good protein, good, fats. I think a lot of people, what I felt personally is it is not protein, it is fats, which is lacking in a lot of people. Good fat lacking in
good fats, healthy fats. Yeah, correct.
And my wife also enjoys now drinking almond milk. I love almond milk. I can just go on almond milk. Daily we drink a couple of cups of almond milk.
Beautiful.
And
Anna, you make it yourself?
Yes, Anna. No, beautiful. Nothing. Okay, I'll tell you this. You asked me. So even the wheat, I brought a mock meal I got a shift from somewhere in Melbourne. And then they brought the entire, the stone crusher meal. And now after that, I found, I couldn't find Emma wheat for a long time now. And I finally found someone in Tasmania grows it. So I called the guy. And because it's cold places, I thought someone should do it, right?
Correct.
So I called the guy and he said, I can ship it, but, it has to be huge quantity.
Yeah, quantity. Yeah.
And I said, okay, can you ship it 5 kilos? Because that's the minimum the the package they have from the Australia Post, and he said,
Yeah.
I can do 490, but I'll charge you $10. I said, okay, sure, ship it to me.
Yeah.
And then he shipped it to me, 10 kilos. So I washed it, sun dried, sprout activated, sun dried it, and then offered it to Devi, and then put it in a container. Whenever I need it, I just, use the mock mill, grind it, put the kali, and then whatever is needed. Actually, I'm going to try now sourdough bread. I don't know how that's going to go, but I have kali ready, so I'm going to try that
Okay.
and see how that goes. But peanut
Yeah.
butter, I make it myself.
Yeah.
Almond butter, I had to make it, but it so happened that my wife wanted to drink almond milk, and then we we spent the entire the almond in that almond milk itself. Everything, Anna, pretty much everything. I've tried everything that I can possibly do, because this came at a moment of crisis as well to me myself, because I was feeling really difficult with to carry on my life. There was no energy, nothing, Anna. But now I'm not bluffing it, but I can genuinely tell you that even with a 3-4 hours sleep and a sadhana, I can just go on. I can drive for 6 hours without getting tired. 7 hours. Before, if I eat a couple of hours after that, I used to crash.
Mm-hmm.
I used to crash. There was no. I knew I would crash. The eyes would start
Mm-hmm.
feeling heavy. The body will feel sluggish. I can't move. This used to happen. This was a daily routine. I thought this is the way. I
Mm-hmm.
thought some way, because I had a trust in Sadhguru that no, I'll just do it somehow, and somehow you will take care when the time comes. Okay, and I don't know now. I'm confessing this to you, but in this from 2019 till today, there hasn't been a day that I have missed my sadhana. Not even a single day. And I went through almost hell in 5 years. But and somehow, even though my wife laughs, but if something happens, some incident happens, or even I cut my fingers, the first thing that comes to my mind is it's not going to hamper my sadhana. It's okay. You know, that kind of it's inbuilt in me that
Yeah.
somehow I feel, I don't know, somehow I connected with him, and I just feel that I gave him my words. Like he said, "Would you do it?" And I said, "I would do it." And that connections, I don't know. I can't give up. Even the days I feel I can't do my sadhana, I somehow do it. I don't know how I do it. And in these 5-6 years, there has been weddings, there has been death in the family, there has been people have been in emergency department, hospitalized, surgery. I still somehow get a time to do my sadhana. I don't know how. This has been incredible, and I just had that trust in me, trust not in myself, but the master, that things will happen. Just hang in there. So the suffering that I went for 6 years, the bodily suffering, an incredible amount of suffering, I can't even express. So the freeness and the lightness that I'm feeling right now is too good to me. Sadhguru once said that if you are really joyful, you'll be ready to die. And I can say it's very true. The day I was initiated in Shunya, Anna, it's been a confession session for me. I don't know what to say. Other people might have some things, I'm just going on and on.
You have another 5 minutes, Anna.
Okay, I'll be really quick then. So I took 3 months off. So I wasn't back in Nepal for my brother's wedding. And then I came for Bhavaspandana in ashram. That was my first time in ashram. This was 2021. Yes, 2021, first time in the ashram. After Bhavaspandana, I went back home like a Vairagi. I'm dhoti pants. My feet are in slippers. I don't even have shoes. I don't know what I've done. I'm wearing some sort of orange T-shirt. The moment I landed in Kathmandu, my dad saw me. He was putting his hand in his head. I was in such a pain and such a abandoned me. I don't know what to say. And after that, 15 days later, when I came back home, I was sick, and I said, I'm not going to do all this yoga nonsense. I'm done with it. It is too much for me. But somehow I still did it, the Shambhavi and the Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga I stopped for a few days, and then I started again. But Those of you who have done the house bandhana, you can relate to it.
Yes, and
So
yes, and yes.
15 days later, someone called me saying, "Hey, you should do shunya." And you know what triggered me to do shunya is something of experience that happened in house bandhana. I was really, really looking forward to how do I ramp this energy up. And someone said shunya is the next step. The bigger one is the samyama. So I wanted to do shunya, and then this is an incredible story again. I enrolled. You know how when you register, it's an expression of interest. It is not until you don't pay, it doesn't happen. So there were few slots. I registered for one. I thought I would get in, and my brother's wedding was on 3rd of December. There was another one in 5th of December. Sorry, my brother was in. Well, the wedding was on 5th. There was another one in 3rd. So my friend called and said, "Why didn't you sign up for 3rd?" I said, "I signed up. I don't really care. I signed up. I don't really care about wedding, man. I'm just going. I don't really care." It massive, you know, brawl happened in the family. They were really disappointed with me. Well, my wife was pissed. Everyone was angry with me.
So
So
you skip the wedding.
I will skip the
He
wedding. I
was
don't
in the
really care.
ashram. Okay.
No, I did not skip the wedding. This is what happened after that.
Okay.
I signed up, and I was so desperate now. Even the 3rd December was closed. The 28th, 21st November, 22nd November was closed. And I only had this 3 month that was left me. Otherwise, when I come back home, it's very difficult to fly back immediately. And I knew this. So that day I sent my wife somewhere else. You go. I'm just angry. I was extremely angry. Angry with no one but Sadhguru. Can you believe this?
Yeah.
All this nonsense. I was very
Yeah.
angry. And I said this to him during the presence time. I said, "You said you will be available. Where are you? What is this nonsense?" I was just angry like random. I didn't even eat that day. I was very angry. I don't know for some reason. I was very angry. And then, just how people sit for Sunya, I just sat for that. Just pretending, nothing was happening. So this is nothing bullshit. I just want to get initiated. What is this? Can you please do it? And after 9 o'clock, I just slept. I was just really, really mad, and I slept. 1:59 p.m. at night, I got an email saying, "Please sign up as volunteer and do the payment." And I'm like, "What is this?" And they said the program has already been closed, but please sign up as volunteer if you want. We'll fix it in the background once you make the payment.
Yeah.
I was just shocked. I can't express what I was going through at that moment. And then when I did my shunya, Sadhguru was in the ashram. I completed my shunya. The day I was flying out of ashram, it was evening. Sadhguru was conducting some academy program. Na? He was in Spanda Hall. I don't know how I did this. I sat right outside of Spanda Hall. The security guard tried to, move me around. I didn't budge. I just sat there. After 6 hours, Sadhguru came out. Even before I came out, I broke like crazy. I couldn't. I was crawling. And then he looked at me and he said, he just did this much, and he left. Interestingly, what he did after that, my wife was right next to the security personnel. He looked at her and he said, "So many people, huh? Make sure you do your sadhana. You doing your sadhana?" He looked at her and he pointed, and she wasn't regular with her sadhana.
Okay.
But now that the other thing is he's also reversed her fatty liver with I think it may be beet cause, I don't know. Doctor was surprised to see he reversed the fatty liver in 3 months.
Oh, wow.
So yes, Anna, if you need all these
Amazing.
medical records, Anna,
Yeah.
please ask me. I'll forward it to you. It's
Please,
incredible.
yeah. Please do.
I
Please do.
I
Really
cannot
appreciate it.
believe what I was seeing for.
Yeah.
That's why I can't believe what was happening. But yes, that was the thing I wanted to share. That's all. Anna.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you very much.
Namaskaram. I have invested so much, and after the difference that I've seen.
Thanks to
Okay.
Sadhguru, thanks to Shailendra Guruji, and thanks to all of them. Have contributed
you.
heavily to all of this. It's a combination of so many gurus coming together, and I don't know. We are reaping the benefits. So thanks to all of them.
Bioenzymes are nice. I remember one thing. Just 2 days back. So I had made bioenzymes, but never used it. Can you believe it was there sitting there for 6 months? I never used it
Beautiful.
because the problem I see is if only, if I do all the things and no one else is helping, it just becomes too much on my plate.
Yeah.
So once my wife started seeing the difference, now
Mm,
she's like, okay, this works. I want to use this.
use this.
And then, funnily enough, the strawberries you brought from stores, always planted strawberry as well. I'll send you pictures on it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Please.
Funnily enough, she bought store bought strawberries and added in bioenzymes, and they taste so good. And after
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
so good, incredible. I couldn't believe. But yeah, bioenzymes
Did you
also.
say you added bioenzyme to strawberries and
No,
consumed
the
it?
water, and then we soaked it.
Soaking. Yeah, got
Yeah,
it.
soaking,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
soaking,
Beautiful.
soaking. I think at least for 45 minutes to an hour. I think it
Yeah,
was the time, and we used that, and it was really good.
yeah.
Strawberry, especially, I remember it was too good enough.